Hello, everyone. I'm sure many are excited to know how PMP is moving forward. Even though a lot of success story comes, every time you want to see one other success story, is there anything matching for me? Is there any new question paper model change? Is the exam level is easy, higher, right? This intention is very high. So all the viewers who are watching this video, thanks for watching this video. So we keep promoting some videos regularly to see that how the exam's going on. On top of that, when we listen to some of the success stories, you get motivated. You feel, "Oof, I can also do it." So in this row, we have Shruthi with us from Bangalore, India, and she got certified on February 30th. So first, congratulations, Shruthi, for this PMP certification.
Thank you, Sriram.
Okay, that's great. So thanks for giving your time slot to come and talk about your success, because once exam get over, your office pulls you back because you would have been on holiday. Now all your mails start popping up, and now you have to do a lot of work in this success story. Oh, we'll talk later, right? So really happy that you came and I appreciate it. Before we get inside, can you give little heads up of what you do and what made you to come for PMP?
Yeah, so I work as a PMO in my current organization from past 1.5 years. Earlier, I was completely into a technical role, and I was managing a project as well with the team. Like I had to manage a team, so it was not completely into project management, but it was like a beginning step. So now it's kind of a PMO role. So what I thought is, since I'm very new to this, I wanted to explore this and become proficient in this field.
Okay.
So that's the reason my initial plan was to take a PMP training. I never had the plans of giving the certification so early, to be honest, because
Okay.
what I heard is, it's really tough. And I had that in my mind that, it's not meant for me too early. Maybe after 2, 3 years, after getting some more experience in project management, maybe I can plan for the certification. But my
Mm-hmm.
priority was to learn the project management concepts.
Good.
So I tried before joining this PMP course. I even explored a lot of other options what I had, but then a lot of people told no. PMI is the actual institute. If you get the training and certification from that, will have
Okay.
value. So that's when I slowly changed my mind. Okay, now I think I need to go for PMP. Which earlier was like, I felt it's out of my reach for now. That's how it was. So last year, I think in May, I enrolled for your training. I think I was in the June batch. I initially joined the June batch. But then as the training went on, things were going above my head, to be honest. A lot of things I was not able to understand. I felt, again, I was feeling the same during the training that, okay, this is not meant for me so early. Why did I even join?
So
So,
what do you do? First 2 days of training look like, okay, the subject looks good. The number of days keep going on, the subject heaviness goes higher, higher, higher. You feel, oh, man, lot of
yeah,
content.
exactly. And some of the questions and the people in my batch, right, they were asking a lot of questions to you. I was like, what are they asking? I can't even understand the question. So it
They
all
don't
started.
understand. That's why they're asking question. You should also ask that question.
The thing is, I am unable to understand what are they even
Question.
talking. I was in that, this level when I actually started with the training. That was how it was.
Why I ask this, Shruti, the people visiting this video, many are the same level where they start. It's not only the less amount of experience of people. I have even 15 years, 20 years experience people. When they listen or read, first time everything goes above the head. After second time analyzing more detail and understanding detail, they get a feel, wow, wow, I've seen this somewhere here, there. You start seeing the connections. Okay, go ahead. What was your journey?
Yeah, so after that, there were, I think, due to some commitments, I was not able to attend few of the classes in that June batch,
Mm-hmm.
and then I lost that connection. And later,
Rhythm.
even if I had joined, I knew that I'm not going to understand. So I pinged Rahul. I asked him, like, since you have told that we can join the next batch if we miss any class, so he gave me the July batch contact. So again, I started attending from July batch with a fresh mind and with a different level of motivation. Okay, now this time I need to do
Mm.
everything, follow everything what you say in class. Again, it was going on. It went. The motivation was there up to I think 1 month or something. But again, slowly it started
Going
reducing or
down.
what was happening with me. But somehow I was pushing myself. I knew that I have to attend this to at least get that 35 videos. So somehow I was pushing myself every weekend to attend. And I sacrificed a lot of weekends for this because I was jumping from one batch to the other, and the classes were all, in the weekends, right? And somehow I completed my training from the July batch. So after that, again, that's when I was like 100% sure, no, I can't go for the exam. Like, I don't want to spend so much money right now and waste my money. Like, I was like, no, I can't go for it. And then I thought, okay, I got the training materials, I have the training recordings now, whatever concepts I want to learn, I have all the resources, right? So that was there in my mind. And then yeah, since you usually ask in your class, to write mention after 3 months or when you want to be PMP certified. So I
Yeah.
was, what date am I supposed to write, because I don't have any plans for the exam. So, but then I just randomly wrote some date after 3 months, which I never followed. I was never serious about that. And the classes got over. We got that certificate of that PDU and all that. And then the application. Then we had that application submission, right? So where we had to mention all the project details. So I had sent all the details to you. I was not sure, whatever I entered will make sense or not. But then I got a reply from you. Yeah, this looks good. No correction required. So I was like, okay. So my past project experience is actually helping here. So then I was like, okay, fine. I submitted the application, it got approved, everything was set. But I never thought of the exam. So months passed by, and then I think all of a sudden, somewhere in August end or something, there were some members who were posting in our WhatsApp group, shall we create a study group?
Okay.
That's when I was like, okay, fine. If there is some group study that's happening, if I can learn from someone, that is actually good. So that motivated me, and I was the first one to reply, yeah, I'm interested. Please add me to the group.
Okay.
Then again, they added, we created a group of, I think, 9 to 10 members. And then somewhere in September, the group study had started. We were regular, I think per day, 2 hours, around 10 p.m. or something. We had scheduled a meeting, and everyone used to join, and it used to be interactive. So initial, I think, few days we started with the concepts. Then we directly jumped to the mock, chapter-wise mock. So I was to be honest, I was learning a lot of things from them, because in my study group there were people with a lot of experience, almost double experience of mine, and
Very
I
good.
used to put down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened September. We did the study. Study group was active, and slowly the calls were not happening again in October, because these festivals came in, Diwali, Dasara,
That's
holidays.
it.
Yeah, and by the end of October, the study group has vanished. We never met. So I was like,
Disappeared.
okay, now there was some hope for me. Now I don't think again I should go for the exam. And I was trying for the mock exams. I mean the mocks, chapter-wise mock.
Okay.
So when we were doing it in a group, we used to score sometimes 60%, sometimes 70, and sometimes even 20%. Even I remember even that. We were like, oh my god, with 20% mock score. But there were good scores as well, 80%, 70%. So it was going because it was a group, right? The three or
Yeah.
four people will decide what to answer and all that.
Mm.
Went on in November, a lot of my study group members actually started giving the exams.
Mm.
And they were posting in our study group that they cleared the exam. So that again motivated me. Then they were motivating others in the group. Yeah, you guys need to give, they were sharing their experience, what kind of questions, how did they prepare, and all that.
Yeah.
So again, slowly the motivation started, but it was not complete, in a serious note, until I had a pressure from my organization to complete certification. There was a goal for us to complete 2 certification, but then I was like, okay, not PMP, I'll go for something else. But compared to my role, I couldn't find any other certification matching at this point. Okay, so then I thought, okay, anyways, I've completed the training, and there are people sharing their experience, and whoever is going for the exam are clearing it. So then
Yeah.
I started my serious study, to be honest, somewhere in November end or December first weeks from then. So what I saw, the first thing was a lot of people told nowadays agile questions are more in the
That's
PMP
right.
exam, around 70 to 80%. And I had already completed my Scrum Master certification last year. So
Yeah.
my agile concepts were somewhat clear. Okay. Even so, what I did is I started with the agile practice guide, and I felt, okay, this is easy. I was able to understand all the concepts. I was giving the chapter wise mock, and I was going back to the explanations wherever there was gap, everything. I did this in December, but my study pace was slow. That's what I felt, because I took a lot of time to complete the Agile practice guide because of the workload and everything. I used to just get 1-2 hours per day. So entire December it was all of Agile. Then January onwards, I had planned, okay, I'll go through Rita. I did not open Rita till December end. So I know that everybody tells, even you keep telling, read, go through Rita. And then I contacted 2 members from my study group. They were like, oh my God, you didn't start with Rita till now. You should read Rita. And I was asking them, okay, how many days it actually takes, to be honest. Some of them told, okay, if you do a serious study, you might be able to finish it within 8 to 10 days. I was like, okay, that I don't think it's possible within 8 to 10 days. Looking at the book, I took the printout of the book. It was so huge, and I'm like, where to start in this book? It was like that. So then what I did is January onwards, my workload increased. It increased too much that I kept PMP aside. My priority shifted towards the work. There were a lot of deadlines and everything coming up. Literally, I forgot what I studied. It was reaching that stage. And then I was like, I'd already booked my exam slot. A lot of people told, first book the exam slot, automatically the exam preparation will happen. So I had booked it for January 31st. Now that just 1 month left, and what am I supposed to do? Even if I reschedule the exam, I need to pay extra amount, like around 6 to 7K. I know
That's
that
right.
because yeah, and I had that in my mind, and I was like, oh, no, I will not reschedule no matter whatever it happens. And then I took one entire week leave. I think last week of January I was on leave. So
Very good.
Republic Day and then those 2 weekends, almost 10 full days I got for preparing. My exam was scheduled for 31st January. And then again, first 3 weeks of January, the preparation was not at all great, to be honest. And that time I was a bit scared. I'm like, okay, when I see other success story, people keep telling that, they prepare for 3 months, they've read the Rita, and what am I doing? I'm not able to do anything. And then I started picking up the important chapters, that is stakeholder, resource, and communications. These were the important chapters. So I started with that, and the moment I was, on my leave, right? Morning to evening, I was studying, like,
Very
without
good.
break and
Continuous
everything.
studies.
Yeah, continuous.
Mm.
And I somehow completed those 3 chapters. I was just checking the mock questions, chapter-wise questions from Rita, but I was not getting time. And I think that's when I connected with you. I told you my exam date is 31st, and you were asking how many mocks you gave. I was like, not even one. And I don't know where am I heading. Like, you told no, at least 3 to 4 mocks you have to give. And then you told me, okay, you wait for 3 days, give first mock. After 3 days, again give second mock and tell me the result. So I understood, okay, now I don't have time to read for the rest of the chapters. I have to start with the mock. And all these things were happening in the last 10 days. And one day I decided, okay, let me take full mock. Till then, I never opened a full mock. I don't know how it is. We have just heard from people, this is how it is. I thought, let me experience, because there is no point in studying anything. There's no time, right?
Yeah.
And I studied the entire day. And night after dinner, I started taking the full mock. I didn't realize at that time, it's a wrong time because I'm already exhausted reading the entire day. I started around 9:30 p.m. after dinner. By the time I reached around 50 questions, already I was getting frustrated. All kinds of things. I don't know what is happening. I can't proceed. Somehow I'm pushing myself. No, I have to give full mock because I don't have time. I just have these many days and I have to finish the full mock. Somehow I pushed myself till 80 questions. After that, I was not at all in the state of mind to continue. I'm like, I can't. I just closed the mock. And then I texted you, right? I couldn't complete the mock. Let me try one more mock next day morning with a fresh mind, maybe somewhere in the morning. So next day morning's mock was the actual mock where I experienced, that a lot of things matter. It's not just your studies. There are so many external factors that matters during your exam. That's when I realized during that entire mock. So I planned exactly like the exam, how we give the exam, right? That 10 minutes break and how we need to manage the time slot and everything.
Yeah.
The first 60 questions were fine. Like questions were really tough, but I was fine. Like I was not panicking or my state of mind was okay. after the break, I don't know, like that anxiety level started increasing. I know it is mock exam, it's fine, but still, automatically it happens that when you see the time is running, you're not getting time. Because I had initially calculated and noted down by this time I have to reach this question. It was not happening. That's when I started little bit panicking, and I was just in between. I can say around 20 questions or something. I was just randomly marking. Like I was reading, I was not able to understand. So I was simply selecting some answer and moving forward. Somehow I completed the mock. The last set of questions were like, it was giving me headache. Like I'm like, I just want to finish this. I can't because I was not used to it. Somehow I completed, but the score was not good. I had informed you. That's when I'm like, no, I think I can't go for the main exam with this score. It's really bad. It was around 49%. And then next day, I connected with my batchmates. I was asking them, what was your initial mock score when you started? They're like, no, even our score was somewhere in 53, 56% in this range. I told mine is bad, 49%. I don't think I can go with this score for the main exam. So one of my batchmates, he was like, no, 49 is not a bad score. You have almost answered at least 50% of the questions correctly. Like, so he was motivating me, no, don't reschedule the exam, do some more mock. It was a different level of motivation when I was thinking that I'll reschedule the exam. He was like, no, no, don't reschedule. Even if you reschedule, after 15 days, you will be in the same situation again. So the more you reschedule, you might forget or you will. Now there is a
Possible.
flow, right? Yeah. So he motivated me so much that even we were feeling like that last 2 days that we need to reschedule, but I would suggest not to do and all that. I thought, okay, fine. Since you're telling this, I have 4 more days left for the main exam. Okay, let me give one more try next day. One more mock, I thought I'll give it a try. And if that is also bad, then I will take a decision whether to reschedule the exam or not. So next I took one more full mock and my score was 53%. Though it improved, it was not a good score. And then I connected with you, right? Even you told, yeah, there were people who were in 52% in the beginning, but then as they took more mocks, they reached around
Picked
50
up.
to 60%. Yeah. But I don't have time to reach there because I don't have time to take more mocks. I just had 3 days left. And that day evening, I decided, okay, now I will not listen to anyone. I'll just go and reschedule. I'm done. I can't. So I knew that, even if I reschedule, I was not sure whether I'll get time to read in that next 15 days because usually my workload will be more in the first 2 weeks of every month. So I thought, okay, fine, let me reschedule. At least I'll get 2 weekends, right, to study if I don't get time weekdays.
Yeah.
So I rescheduled, and then I actually made a better plan in that next 15 days because in my initial that 10 days when I was preparing, right, I got to know a lot of information in the last minute. Okay, when there were 4 days left for the exam.
Usually, the last week is the time many people see certain topics. They get a feel, oh my God, why don't I read this before?
Not just that. I am not a person who can read books. Okay, I love to watch videos and try to understand the concepts. So I was always checking for any videos or if there is something. In that last 1 week, I got a lot of YouTube videos. A lot of people are sharing so many resources, which I felt is better than Rita. Now I'm like, okay, I don't have time. I was thinking, I wish I just had one day extra to go through all this. So I was in that mindset.
Okay.
Then I felt that, okay, I think I did not plan properly what to study in this 10 days because even I was in such a mess that I don't know what to read, whether I can go for it or not. I was not sure. And then when I got that 15 days time, when I rescheduled, I was like, okay, let me plan. I actually prepared a note kind, Feb 1st, I'm going to read this, Feb 2nd, like from Feb 1st to 12th, that 12 days, whatever I'm going to read, every day I noted down. Okay, on this date, I'm going to watch this video. On this date, I'm going to read this from this book. So that actually worked the last 12 days, right? So in whatever I couldn't prepare in the initial stage, I was able to cover all the remaining chapters of Rita. And I wanted to give some more mocks. I actually wanted to give 2 more mocks, but I waited till the last minute and I couldn't get time. A lot of people told try more mocks, but for me it was like the day I give mock, right? Once I finish the mock, I cannot study anything. That entire day is
You'll
getting
be
wasted.
tired. To be tired.
Yeah, I'll
So
be
what
tired.
is
I'll get headache, and I don't know. I just want to go out of the room after
So
sitting.
what is your advice for the people? Do you expect them to start the mock exam early
Yeah, definitely. Because in the last few days, it's not possible to give multiple mocks. You can give maximum 1 to 2 mocks. But
you'll be
in my,
exhausted?
yeah, I did not have so much time. Though I wanted my serious preparation to be started since January, due
Hmm.
to workload, everything got messed up, and I was stuck in that 10 days. That's the reason
But
I took leave.
the practice what you did when you went to main exam, did you
Hmm.
felt was worth it the time you waited or the time you put effort?
Yeah, I felt so because that's what I told, right? In the last 15 days, I mean, last 12 days in February, whatever preparation I did, that also helped because until
Hmm.
then, I never saw those topics in Rita. I did not get time. So I was able to cover the entire Rita at least on a high level after rescheduling exam. Before that, to be honest, I didn't have time. And there were some YouTube videos, some agile questions and all I had noted down. So got time to go through all those things as well.
Got it.
Yeah. And on
Got it.
last day of the exam, a lot of people told don't do anything on previous day, don't give mock and all that. Just relax, okay?
Yeah.
Go for the exam. So I thought, okay, let me do that. But the thing is, I was in Bangalore at that time, and my exam center was at my hometown. So I had to travel to my hometown. So just 2 days before I traveled, and I thought, okay, last day at least I have to revise something, at least
Yeah.
the formulas, or because there are a lot of though people told there are no calculation related question, I didn't wanted to take a risk. I thought at least if I have read it, let me revise. Why to
Hmm.
waste that effort? So last day I was going through Rita on a high level. I think in 7 to 8 hours,
Hmm.
I went through the entire Rita because I used to mark in the book whenever I was reading the important things I used to highlight. So only those highlighted things I was just glancing through and main topic if there was any theories or any model or diagrams and all that because I saw a lot of questions related to that in the mock. So
Yeah.
I did that, but to be honest, in the exam, none of those questions came. None of the theories were there. None of the calculation questions. No questions related to any models or
Okay.
nothing.
Since you say main exam, so I know the preparation went really well. I can see the way up, down, up, down. When you went to main exam, the time management, this is a big question many ask. Are you able to manage the time within that 4 hours?
Yeah, so during my mock, one thing I realized was if I panic, if I look at the time, that I was not able to answer the question as well. So I decided I will not look at the time during the exam because
Hmm.
every question, if you look at the time, you cannot concentrate on the question. So I had decided, okay, at this particular time, I need to reach this question. So I was able to manage. In the first section, I actually did not reach that particular time, what I planned, but then I was like, no problem uh, the next after the break I'll increase the pace so that I will be able to reach.
Right.
So I was doing that, and at the end, to be honest, I had 1 minute extra after I
Ah,
submitted the
good,
last question. There was
good.
1 minute left.
So you use the break. I mean, you went for the break.
Yes, I use both the break, and that is very important. I would
Uh-huh.
suggest everyone to take those break.
Breaks are important.
Yes.
So you were able to complete within 2:29 minutes and you went for a break. And the questions, you don't have any math questions, no calculations came in.
No calculation related questions at all.
Okay.
And there were two drag and drop questions.
Okay.
And one was totally, I felt it was out of the syllabus. I've never heard those words anywhere. I
Okay.
don't know what was that question even to
That's
end up.
okay. Some happens like that. Okay. And when you come to the last button, last question, are you aware that you're going to clear the exam?
So in the okay, let me tell you, in the mock, I never had that confidence. In the exam, I was like 50-50. Okay,
Uh,
the exam questions were better than mock. I did not think that I'll clear or not, but then a lot of questions were difficult. I don't know what I was answering. So I
hmm.
was not at all sure that I will clear the exam, but I felt there were at least very few questions that I was sure that whatever I marked is correct. Maybe less than 10, not beyond that. So I was not sure that I would like you never
So
know. It was
the,
like that.
the moment you saw the result, you'll be like, "Ooh, man, I got it." But you will understand that's a success because they say congratulations.
This is really funny. What happened? I was told that, from others' experience, they told don't close your eyes after you submit, because a lot of people do that. Okay, we're done with the exam, and they do all this. That's what one of my batchmate had done. So she was telling, don't close your eyes. Within a minute, the result will appear. Okay, and it will disappear also. So I thought, okay, fine. And what I had in my mind was a lot of people were posting the printout of where it showed that pass or fail.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So they used to post a picture of that in a study group. And I was thinking, okay, maybe a similar kind of pattern will be
Will come
displayed
there.
on the screen. Okay, your pass or fail, then your target. So I was in that mindset, okay, pass or fail is gonna come on the screen. I didn't expect the paragraph to be displayed. The moment I submitted, some paragraph popped on my screen.
Look
And
like another PMP question.
no, I was like, I don't know what is it. I was not even in a state of mind to read that. So the invigilator came, who was there. It was a center-based exam.
Okay.
It was like I was the last one to complete the exam. Maybe he was waiting for my exam to finish so that he
Okay.
can to go for lunch. So he was like, yeah, you are done. Congratulations, you can shut down the system. I was like, what? Wait, see, clear the exam screen. I don't see password. I don't know what is he talking, and I was not in the state of mind to read what is there. Then I
You would have said, I have paid $500, man. Show me the pass there.
cleared Congress, not even believing what he's telling. Then I went through the screen, that paragraph what they've written. They're like, okay, congratulations on your incredible achievement. I'm like, seriously? I cleared out. I'm asking him again, did I clear? He's like, yeah. Then I told, where is that, that target and all that will display, right? I want to see that. And he's like, no, that is outside. I'll give you a printout. So I was totally blank. My brain stopped working after seeing the result.
Crazy, crazy.
Very fast.
Interesting story. Nice, Shruti. So nice to hear the full story of yours. Really looks interesting. So if you want to give some bullet points, let's say some points for the reading and some points for the exam, you have anything for the viewers?
Yeah, as everyone say, Rita, people have to go through Rita, no matter what, and Agile Practice Guide as well. So these are the two books which I referred. Apart from that, I watched some of the YouTube videos where I was able to find questions, like where they were telling the questions and its explanations. It was from David, and from his YouTube channel. I went through those videos as well.
Very good.
And then randomly, sometimes when I felt I'm not able to understand the concepts from Rita, I used to search those topics in YouTube. And so I was going
Listen
through
to
the
that. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good way.
so that at least I can understand. So that's how I was following. Apart from that, yeah, chapter wise mock, ShriLearning mock, and Rita mocks as well. That is really helpful. And the explanations. It's not just about giving the exam and seeing the score and closing. The explanations are more important. More than what you learn from the book, you learn from those explanations. So that is very important, to review all the questions after you finish.
Makes sense. Yeah. Good analysis is very important, right? You have to
Right, right.
spend time and analyze a question. That will help us to improve.
Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, how much credit with your family? Do family support you for this operation?
Yes, yes. So the thing is, I was actually in Bangalore. My family was at my hometown. So for 2 months, I was there. And during this exam prep phase, mostly I was there because sometimes I had to go to office as well. So I continued staying there. Just 2 days before the exam, I came to my hometown. But they have been hearing this exam since so many months. They're like, when is it? What is happening? So the thing was, January 31st, my initial exam was planned. I had booked my tickets also, travel ticket. Okay, travel
Okay.
back to hometown. Because in
Okay.
Bangalore, the exam center was too far. And initially, I had got 8 a.m. slot. Mostly the slots are for India, it is 8 a.m. And that is one more thing. Okay. So when during the mock, we get to know a lot of things, how our body reacts during that exam phase. So I felt, no, I don't think I can go at 8 a.m. and give the exam. I don't think I will be able to concentrate because even though I wake up early, I need to eat properly. You need to have
Yeah,
the
you need that. Pickup time is
I
needed.
was I was lucky enough to get a 12 p.m. slot when I rescheduled the exam.
Very good. Very
So
good.
yeah, that's how it worked out for me. And
Very
even
good. Very
the
good.
exam, yeah.
Nice to know. So, tips here is read the book carefully in the sense of take the exam, analyze the questions carefully, And there are a lot of YouTube videos available. Some topic you don't understand, please listen to that videos, right? That through which you get it. And when you go to the main exam, be clear on the time management also, because you're able to complete within 4 hours perfectly. Nice. And also we understood no math questions came in. It's not about formulas. It's all about how do you understand the management concepts. That's what the question's all about. All right,
Yeah,
good.
I felt, 80% of the questions, obviously it was agile, but again, the questions were like everything was situational based. Like
Situation. Yeah,
it was
yeah.
very easy to eliminate two options, but the
Okay.
remaining two, I felt both were correct. Now, how do I decide between these? So somehow you need to choose the best option. As a
That's
project
true.
manager, what is best for you? What is the best thing that you need to do? Somehow you need to decide between those two
That's
options.
true. Yeah, toughest one. But still, you made it. Now you are PMP, Shruthi PMP, huh? Excited and feel relieved. Oh God, no more. Give some time.
Seriously, it took 2 days for me to digest the fact that, oh, it's over.
Oh,
Finally over.
time to celebrate.
Yeah.
Superb. Once again, thanks a lot, Shruthi, coming up here. It was so nice to hear the whole journey. Like that journey, what you said, what the thrill you had. But good thing is, you are the person who said you are not going to write the exam, but you are the one
Exactly.
done the exam. It is something like there are some people say, "I won't get married. I won't get married." That's the guy who first get married in the group. As a man.
Yeah, that's what a lot of push was there from organization here, there. Then I was like, okay, I have to do it now. And then the other thing is, I booked the slot 2 months in advance. So
Good.
a lot
Good.
of people wait that, okay, let me finish the preparation and then I'll book the slot.
Nice to know.
I did
Nice
the
to know.
reverse. So that's when there was an additional pressure on me.
Yeah, good. And also, you have a good group formed, study group. That's really
Yes,
interesting.
yes, I'm
That should be
really thankful
appreciated.
for them. Yeah, I got really good advisors. I think by the time I gave the exam, around 5 to 6 members had already
Already
completed the
completed.
exam,
Yeah, that's a
and
good
so
thing you
they were
guys did
sharing
it.
their experience as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So all the viewers, thanks for watching this video. I'm sure you're excited hearing the whole story of Shruti. Really interesting. Ups, down, and she made it.
Yeah, that's why I updated in LinkedIn. It's a roller coaster journey.
So leave your comments and leave your congratulations to Shruti here. Any questions, please put over the comments section. We'll come back to you. So once again, thanks Shruti for coming up here, and go ahead and apply what you learned. I'm sure this will help you to grow higher in your corporate ladder. Yeah. Good
Yes,
wishes. Good
definitely.
wishes.
And thanks to you and Rahul for the support. I was telling Rahul, like, you're like a rock star. You're available 24/7. Whenever I used to ask him a lot of queries, a lot of things. Imagine I'm from June batch and I've been asking him queries for the last 6 months. He was always supportive every time, a quick response from him. It was, I'm really thankful to ShriLearning as well. And yeah.
Nice. Superb. Good. So we have a good stakeholder management document. So we follow that. Okay, great. Thanks, Shruti. Thanks for being here. And thanks to all the viewers for watching this video. We'll catch up in another success story with you. Good wishes.
Thank you, Sriram.